a lot of people talk about AIs as just being, people talk about stochastic parrots. So they're just repeating things that they've previously learned, but in a kind of jumbled up random way, or just being these kind of inert, next token predictors. They're just not, there's nothing interesting going on in there. But one of the things that you talk about quite a lot in your newsletter and elsewhere is that these are much more than that. These models are much more than that. I'm just going to read a quote from your blog a few weeks ago. That AIs are creative mirrors, machine spirits of the human unconscious, value simulacras. We're not dealing with calculators here. We're not dealing with simple tools. We're dealing with vast high-dimensional artifacts that encode within themselves the culture on which they've been trained and can reflect this culture back. Can you talk a little bit about, it might sound quite boring. It might sound like some new piece of sales software if we're talking about how it might boost the economy. But when you put it in the terms that I've just used, it's much bigger than that.
Yeah. I mean, a hammer doesn't have any instincts on which nail it wants to hit. And these AI systems we've built have a kind of artificial intuition. And that's really spooky and strange. We've never really built tools before that understand something of like the human world and have some of those instincts inherited from it. So with these AI systems, they have values within them. They have some level of creativity. And when we look at the sorts of like patterns they uncover or the insights they have, they display what many kind of reasonable people would describe as like creativity or intuition. Now, sometimes it's not very good,
right?
But we still have like a hammer that's being creative, which is wild and is something that is very, very unusual.